This has been going on for 40 years, and we can see that the situation's not getting any better, and it's time for us downstream from Canyon City to take a stand. We know the plumes of the maps are from 1987. It's likely the molybdenum and uranium plumes have grown since then. We just want answers, and if the Arkansas isn't contaminated, then that's a very positive finding. I suspect that if we don't start looking to see if we're contaminated, we don't find what we don't look for. And there's a high probability when it was suggested to test in the Pueblo Reservoir back in 1986, the federal government said that for a reason. And with the concern of the plume growing towards the Arkansas River, it's time. Back in 1986, the USGS suggested on behalf of the federal government that we test the sediment in the Pueblo Reservoir to see if we have contaminants in the Pueblo Reservoir coming down the Arkansas from the Lincoln Park Superfund site. I do believe it's time for Pueblo to get involved and work with the citizens in Fremont County to not only demand a remediation plan that's realistic to clean up the site, but also to demand testing along the Arkansas in the sediment and at Pueblo Reservoir, not just in the water, but in the sediment itself, as was suggested back in 1986.
The way it could affect Pueblo is the uranium and molybdenum plumes are what has been tested. There is much more waste in the tailings ponds, and those plumes aren't looked for. I mean, we've added the TCE plume from what they discovered at the golf course, but we need to understand all of the materials and how they're moving through the groundwater and how after these 30, 40 years they have reached the river and if they're moving on downstream.